Hi, this is Colin with Parallel Ag, and today we're going to walk around the Vermeer CPX9000 bale processor. The CPX9000 is Vermeer's blower machine. All the material comes out of the top, and it will reach over fences and feed bunks. So you can be a one-man bedding operation, not have to open gates to get into pins. The whole drive system on the CPX has no belts or chains. It is all shaft and gearbox driven. On the blower side of the machine, you can see all these bolts. There are wear liners around everything that the corn stalks or material touch, all the way up to where the spout pivots. So around the fans, underneath the fan blades have replaceable parts. That is something unique to Vermeer. Instead of letting metal get thin and having to torch and weld and replace this, when you see you're starting to get wear, you can just unbolt all these pieces and put new ones in. There's no auger bringing the material forward to a front fan like a lot of machines. This is direct drive from the rotor. The front fan is spinning 1500 RPMs. The back one is 1000. Really helps get even wet corn stalks blown out of the machine and into the pin where you need it. Another unique feature on the Vermeer, there is a sensor on the back fan. It's keeping an eye on your RPMs. If it sees the RPMs go either 6, 7, or 800, it will stop the chain and kind of let everything catch up. The nice thing with that, you're not worrying about it plugging or having to watch the bale. You can just sit in the cab and control the spout and know that it's going to protect itself from getting slugged. On the back of the machine, you can see that it has large flotation tires, road lights, and then the standard bale fork. There is one cylinder instead of two. In our experience, it's just a lot less places for things to catch. As you can imagine, it fills with corn stalks back there. So with two cylinders, it seems like there's just more things to get packed in there. Also, they have a valve on the bottom of the cylinder, which means you don't have to worry about a cylinder stop. Those are really heavy on the back, and on other processors, you have to worry about them settling unless you come back to the machine and put a cylinder stop in. This just has a safety valve built into it. You don't have to worry about that. You'll see that there is a hydraulic cylinder on this right-hand sidewall. Really nice feature of that is you can lay it all the way down and load a large square bale. You can adjust your forks out to the right width. Or if you have a round bale that's really flat on the bottom, been sitting around a while, you can lay that flat, use the chain in reverse to back the bale up on it, and start everything over in a new position. It just saves a lot of hassle. There should be no reason you have to get into the machine with a loader to dig a bale out. It does a really good job of, or makes it really user-friendly having that hydraulic sidewall. That is optional on the standard bale processor, the BPX9010, or optional on the 9010, again standard on the CPX. If you look inside, Vermeer uses a slat and chain bale feed setup, really smooth and easy. Doesn't bring slugs in at a time, it just is rolling slowly and feeds the bale nice and steady. And then on the left hand side inside there, you'll see this particular machine has the optional 14 cut control bars. If you are using it to grind hay, that will help keep it sized a little smaller for your feed mixer. And it also just protects from taking too much at a time. Another option on this particular machine is the high wear liners. Instead of the standard, it has 1/4 inch liners around the fan, and they are a higher abrasion resistant steel. This machine only takes 2 outlets. One outlet simply runs the chain. The other outlet does the sidewall, the forks, and the multi-function spout. So the spout pivots, and then the tip moves as well, and it turns about from cab corner to cab corner, so you can feed off of either side. It does seem to work a little bit better, kind of pointed back. You can see the way that material comes up. And then also, to get the most distance, if you can have that spout all the way up, even though the spout's up, you can direct it almost right to your tire with the end of it. So the only option this machine does not have that can be added is hydraulic cut control bars. On this one, without that hydraulic, you just have a lever here that will adjust how close those control bars are to the rotor. So that will either speed up or slow down how much material you're taking at a time. Generally speaking, if you take less material, you're going to cut it up finer. If you're going to take more, it's going to go through a little faster, not get cut up, but obviously you'll get your bales shredded faster. If you have any other questions on the Vermeer CPX or BPX bale processors, give us a call, 712-852-3003. Don't forget to like or subscribe.